Evangelos Banks writes, Hey AMC dudes and dudettes. Love the show and watch it every day. My question is, do you think directors should always get panned for making a bad movie when the screenwriter wrote said movie and the studio approved of it? I've been thinking about this a lot since the whole Joss Whedon Age of Ultron thing. I personally think AOU would have been a better film if Disney let Whedon do what he had envisioned. And it seems unfair to criticize him about a movie which wasn't entirely said vision. What do you think?
I do think Joss Whedon's getting unfairly bashed for Age of Ultron. He did write it, though, so you can't say it's another screenwriter. He did write it, but he had certain restrictions, and I'm guaranteed he had more restrictions for the second movie than he had with the first one, because I think with the first one, they just wanted them, hey, find a clever way and fun way for all these characters to meet up and have a common goal. I think in the second one, there's all these things that came before it and all these things that came out or that they need to set up for after. And he probably wanted to do a lot of things that he couldn't. Schnepp, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's unfair to give directors all of the credit if it's an incredible success. And it's unfair to slam a director if it's a horrible failure, because all films are a group effort and no one person is in control of every single facet. So
I mean, that's what you sign on for as a director, though, right? Is that you are, that's the job, and that you are, I'll try to use a soccer reference. Maybe you're the goalie of the team, so if I saw a soccer score and it was 3-0, it's like, man, you let in 3 goals, that's the goalie's fault. It's not necessarily the goalie's fault. That could be the defense breaking down, that could be the offense not scoring enough goals, but if you also pitch a shutout, that's not all your success either, because the team had to play well, so you could do that. Same thing with movies, is that if Joss Whedon made the Avengers, he directed the first Avengers, and everybody loved him, because that movie was awesome, okay? But that wasn't all of his success. He had a lot to do with it, particularly in getting the chemistry down between all the different superheroes. But he also, there's a great brain trust at Marvel that's overseeing everything. So you can blame Marvel as much as you can blame Joss Whedon if something's great or if it's not as good. I don't understand the hate that Avengers Age of Ultron is getting in general, as far as it not being a great film. I thought it was awesome, but I understand different opinions. You can blame a director because that's the job they signed on for. It says directed by this guy. That's one of the things that you're signing on for. It's not just making a movie, it's also taking the heat or the success when said movie comes out. And
then also it has to do with power and control. So in the case of Joss Whedon, I think he does get unfairly because he doesn't have as much control as someone that's more powerful. So someone like a Chris Nolan or a Michael Bay, right? They have control over who's writing the script, what's in the script. Look, Michael Bay with Age of Extinction, he can say like, no, I don't like this script. No, let's change it. I don't like this story point. I can change it because Paramount sees, hey, he made the first movie, made a ton of money, made the second movie, made the third movie. So he ultimately can decide, because all Paramount wants is money. They're like, you're very successful, so we trust you. So in those cases, I feel like that's when directors can get a lot of the blame because they do have that control, versus in other situations, especially, let's say, the Jurassic World we just saw with Colin Trevorrow. I don't remember who wrote that script, but
well, he co-wrote it with 2 other people. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the control that he has for something like that being is not his first movie, but it's his first big budget movie, was far less than someone like a Chris Nolan or Michael Bay.
Right, but it always bugs me when the laundry gets done in public like that. That's what I will blame Joss Whedon for, is that you come out and say later, it's like, oh, that scene you didn't like? Yeah, that wasn't my call. That was Marvel. It's like, right. It's great. You're trying to save your own butt there, but I don't like when everybody starts attacking each other after a movie comes out. It just, it rubs me the wrong way. You signed on for that job, so you got to take the success or the blame.
Yeah, and you're getting lots and lots of money.
And you're really rich, so enjoy it.